I'm testing. Hello, it's CraftyRia. I'm hoping I am live and it's working. Please put it in the chat if you can see me waving and if you can hear me talking. Okay, I just got a thumbs up from Todd. Alrighty. According to one thing on YouTube, it says it's not working and I get a spinning wheel, but it sounds like I am live to you guys. So that is good. I'm using a different input, which is a new microphone. So I think my YouTube studio does not like it, but OBS likes it and you guys can hear and see me. So that is good. All right. Alrighty, well anyway, hello everybody and welcome to Monday Night Live. This is CraftyRia. I'm glad you guys are joining me. I hope I'm sounding okay. I did get a new fancy microphone, so I'm not tethered to my desk like I was before. All right, Todd said I need to project my voice a little bit. So I hope you can hear me loud enough. You might not hear me if I turn my head. I don't know. Anyway, so we have some fun stuff going on in chat. Happy Labor Day to all of you that are celebrating here in the U.S. We have Labor Day at the end of September, or I mean at the beginning of September, usually the first Monday. So that's what our day was today, so I didn't have to work my regular job, so I'm just kind of all discombobulated as far as that is concerned. And you know, I forgot to get my Mad Lib out. Hold on just a second. If you've been watching the last couple of weeks, you know that we do a Mad Lib every Monday night. And tonight I will pick one. I didn't pick one in advance. I totally forgot about it. Last week we did campfire study, our campfire stories. Oh, I have a perfect one for tonight, so I have it ready. I couldn't decide whether to do this one last week or this week, but I'll do it this week. So I have my book ready. If you guys are not familiar with Mad Libs, it's where I will call out for a part of speech, a verb, a noun, adjective, something like that. And then I will choose one that you guys put in the chat. Alrighty. So let's start with the first one. We might as well get going here. The first word we're looking for is an adjective. So go ahead and put your adjectives in chat and I will choose one and put it right into the story. I hope you guys are still seeing and hearing me okay. I know there is a delay, so about 10 seconds or so after I say something, you will see it come up. So the first word tonight, we're going to just jump right in and get started, is an adjective. So I hope everybody had a wonderful day. I hope your weather is great. Also, I don't have any mail to open. So maybe that is why YouTube doesn't want to work well for me, is because it knew I didn't have any mail. So anyway, all right. So once we get that word, I'll go ahead and continue and welcome in. Let's see, we have Agnes and Desta, Carla, Francis, Connie, Rose, who is also Pretty Petal, and Christine, who is one of my awesome moderators, and one of my channel members. Also, Agnes is one of my channel members. I do appreciate you. And Barb, Sharon, Deborah, Jeanette, Denise. I hope I didn't miss anybody. So we have some adjectives coming in. We have reflective, serious, droopy, beautiful so far. So I didn't get an email today, but I did get some mail this past week or so. If you're in my Facebook group, you would see that I had posted this set of markers, and they were $9.99 on Amazon. I think they sold out of them. I don't think they lasted very long, but they're alcohol markers. And look at all of these colors you get. Fantastic deal. So I'm going to be using some of those tonight. The only thing is they jiggle around, and sometimes it is hard to close the cover. All right, let me pick one of these adjectives real quick and add it in my story. And I did forget to post the last week's story, so I will post both of them in my Facebook group. So I went ahead and I'm reorganizing some stuff in my craft room, and I went through some of my old mail. And I found a few things that I thought would be fun to use. Since I didn't get new mail this week, I figured I'd resurrect some old mail. And this was in my old mail. This is from Barb. And it was a flat rack. I've had this piece of blue, it's the back of a cardstock on my desk. And I thought it went really good with these blue crayons. And there was also this puzzle and this coloring page. I thought it would look so cool to use this as a border to color this in. And then also there is this embellishment that says hi there. I thought I would use that on the card as well. So I think I will do all of these things. This will be a really good size to fit on here. This will have to be trimmed down a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and do some coloring, and we can have a fun chat as well. I have this piece of cardstock that I put behind different things that I ink up and that I color, and it's just all kind of messy. But I think I like the idea that it bleeds through, and then I could use this when it gets full of different colors to punch out shapes or something like that. Use it as a patterned paper. And let's pick some markers that have good colors to match these crayons. Let's see, of course this blue, I think that blue will be perfect. And let's get one of the purples. Probably this one. I, of course, had to put these kind of in a rainbow order. And let's get an orange. Yeah, there's orange. And a yellow. I'll go with this deep yellow. And a pink. This pink seems to match pretty good. And what color am I missing? I'm missing green. We'll go with vivid green. And I think I have all the colors except red. I don't have red here. And that red seems to match. Okay, I think I have all the colors here. So I will do a little coloring. Just a disclaimer, I am not an expert at coloring in any way, but I do like to color, and sometimes I just do it as a mindless activity. So this paper here folds here, so I can either use this side or this side. I really like this flower, so I'll go ahead and use this side. And when I do something like this that's kind of abstract, I like to pick the main thing to color first. And I'll go ahead and color this flower. I think I will make it, the petals I'll make purple. The middle, I think I will do in yellow. And those small pieces I will do in pink, I think. So I will go ahead and use this yellow. Of course, it's not as yellow as it appeared. It is a dark yellow though, so I guess it's okay. And these are alcohol markers. And they do dry generally with no lines. And I'm not going to do a lot of shading or anything. And I'll do these pieces in pink. I like to do the light color first in case I go outside the lines. So let me know if you guys have had any plans today, any Labor Day plans, a cookout. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, does this mark the end of your summer? Let me know about that. And then I have the purple. Now these are not anything like real Copics. They are, you know, an inexpensive brand. I did use them a little bit on some other things, and I really liked them. For the price, they are pretty good. You can't beat it. And you get all of these colors. This purple is quite dark. We'll be here till tomorrow. Maybe I should not have picked this for a live. All right. I keep checking the chat to see if anything is going on. When I'm done with this purple, I'll pick another word for the Mad Libs. I've been wanting to do this card for a long time, and I just kind of forgotten about it, really. I should have done the puzzle on the back. I like to do Sudoku, however you say it, puzzles. These markers don't really smell. At least I'm not passing out from fumes yet. And I'll turn this over in a minute to see how much bleed we're getting through here. This paper is very thin. And like I said, they're alcohol markers. So they will tend to bleed through regular paper. So yeah, we are getting some bleed, but not so much onto this paper down here. Let me know what some of your favorite crafts are. Do you guys like to color? I like to sometimes put on some music or a video and just color. And I'm being really slow and careful with this purple because it is dark. A lighter color, if you go out of the lines by mistake, it's not as bad. All right, let's pick another word. Yes, I think, Carla, I think I will do a Christmas card exchange again this year, like we did last year. I'll talk about it in just a second. Let me get the next word. Oh, another adjective is the next word. So put your adjectives in chat and I will pick one. So what we did last year, and I think I'll do it again this year, I'll set up an event in Facebook, and you sign up for it if you want to participate. You put in your name and address, and you just send cards to as many people in the event as you feel comfortable sending to. There, of course, is no guarantee that you'll get that many cards back. You may send 20 cards and get 2 cards back. You may send 2 cards and get 20 cards. So it's all random. I don't like to have, rules. I just ask, if you do sign up, please send as many as you can. Maybe 5 or 6 cards, something like that. And that way we can all kind of enjoy each other's cards and, enjoy each other's friendships. I try to send one to everybody on the list at least. So then you'll probably at least get 1 card. I'm using the pink again to go around the outside of this flower. So it's kind of a no stress thing where you don't have to worry about, being overwhelmed if 30 people sign up and you can't send 30 cards, obviously. So that way you send what you can. But then you may not get that same amount back. All right, so far we have naughty, nervous, laughing, bloody, and pale. I like to do that too. Carla, if you, you can make a nice sheet, take or even scrap, a piece of scrap paper and just stamp a bunch of images. And when you have time, you're sitting down, you're quiet, or you have an appointment to go to or whatever, just bring your markers and just color them in. All right, let me pick this word. Let's see, I can choose from naughty, nervous, laughing, bloody, or pale. Or scrappy. Okay, I picked one. All right. I'm going to try not to giggle and give it away. All right, so we have that. We have a bunch of swirls coming off of that flower. I think I'll do some in orange, blue. I'm just randomly coloring. There really is no method. And I'm only going to color pretty much to this line. I'm not going to color the whole thing. I'm just coloring this half. I opened the wrong end. These markers have a chisel end, and then they have that end. And I mostly use this end. And let's go with orange on this one. And I try to just pick a few colors rather than have the whole box open, because I think then it gets overwhelming if you have too many colors to pick from. And I'll color a few of these in this orange color. Let's color this one. I think I should just cut this paper in half while I'm at it, so I don't overlap into the other, and that way I can color that in a different color scheme if I want. So we have the fold right there. Let me trim it right along that fold. And I'll put that aside for another project. And that way I only really have this much to do. Let's do some more yellow. I'll do this one in yellow. Of course, I had to make the flower, which is the centerpiece of this purple, because that's my favorite color. Let's go, I think I'll do that big swirl in pink. I will do this one here in yellow. I try to do a lot of like elements the same. The other day when I colored with this, I did a lot of blending and stuff, but if for the sake of time, I am not going to play around and blend with them today. They do blend pretty nice. Much nicer than Bics and Sharpies, which are usually my go-to alcohol markers, because I have not invested in any Copics or anything. All right, and then this other swirl I'll do in pink. So we have that so far. Kind of fun. I don't have any green. Let me see. I have that outer funky thing. Let me do that in this blue. This kind of diamond shaped thing. I don't know what it is. It's just a shape. I think all of these are just random shapes. This must have been a page like in a, it was like a puzzle book. And then the other side has things to color, which is kind of cool. It's like I want the whole book now. That's cool, Christine. Knitting and crochet are a couple of your non-paper craft hobbies. That's cool. I'll tell you something. I don't knit or crochet at all, never have. Todd bought a crochet kit. They have the little animals There's a company, Wobbly or something like that. Woobles, I don't know what it's called. Comes up on Facebook, you know how all those ads come up. And he found them on Amazon, and he ordered a fox kit. And it makes, I think, just a little thing. It's a beginner kit, and it's a little stuffed animal. Very cute. So I told him to let me know how it goes. He wants a little hobby. He did do diamond painting for a while, but he clenches his jaw, he said, and it hurts. So maybe he'll be able to relax more with the crocheting. I looked at them and I would love to do them, but I have, I think, a lot on my plate now. Of course, I work full time in my regular job. I do this, and there's really a lot of planning that goes into videos, so that it does take a lot of my time. Also, I've been learning to play the guitar, so I do practice that at least an hour a day. I'd like to be able to practice that more, so I don't really have time to learn a whole new craft. Let me read some of the comments here. I love crochet doilies and placemats. That is so cool. I love you guys chatting. That is awesome. My mom used to crochet. She used to make dresses for dolls, and she would make beautiful doll dresses, and like the dolls, she would have them sitting on her bed. So she did love to crochet. I think this big long stripe I'm going to do in green. It just was sticking out at me to do this in green. I want to get all the colors on here, at least a little bit. My mom also used to sew, and I know I sew as well. We had a really nice Singer sewing machine when I was a kid. And what I thought was really funny, when my mom ordered this, now this is back in the 70s, you know, you have to, I think, special order it from a sewing machine shop, because, you know, you can't go to Walmart or something like that at that time. And I was so excited that we were getting a Singer sewing machine, because I thought it would sing. I was so excited. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Well, I'll tell you, I was a bit disappointed when I learned that it did not actually sing. Let's see, I want to do this in red. So anyway, that's my crazy story. It had these little discs that you would put into it. These little round discs, and it would do all kinds of fancy stitching with them. And one of them was ducks. All these little like ducks in a row it would stitch. That was my favorite. I wanted it on everything. I thought it was the coolest thing ever to have this duck sewing machine, or stitches. And I used to like, you know, Barbie dolls and stuff, and I used to want to make my own Barbie doll clothes. And I've sewn, I helped my best friend in high school sew her wedding gown, and I sewed my bridesmaid's dress. I used to make Cabbage Patch dolls when they were popular and you couldn't buy them in the store, and I would sell them. I made some pretty good money doing that. Stuff like that. Fun stuff. I think I'll make these tips in yellow. I'll do these dots in yellow too. Oh, I should have done these tips in green because they look like leaves. Well, let's see. The middle of that flower, the center, I'll do it in orange. And these markers tend to dry a little bit lighter and brighter than they come out when they're wet. So if you guys get these, don't let that fool you. I will do yellow. I'm reading your comments here. That's cute, Barb, that you could make bookmarks. Very cool. Making memories. I'll do this swirl in yellow. I think I'll keep all the swirls kind of in the same colors that they've been in. Let's do this swirl up here in yellow. We're getting there, you guys. And let's see, we have 2 swirls down here, so I will do one in yellow. All right, and then I will do some of the swirls in orange. I loved that sewing machine. I thought it was so funny though. I was very disappointed that it did not sing. I have a cheapy sewing machine from Walmart, a Brother. It was like $99. It was really small. I hardly ever use it. It's buried in my closet somewhere. Do this here in pink. And let's see. I'm going to do this flower, the edges in pink. I'll do it in pink and purple like the other one, since it is the same style of flower. Try to go around these little circles, and I'll get another word out here. That's really cool, Barb. I'm not the best at sewing. I don't have the patience to make sure it is perfect. Okay, the next word we need is a noun. So let's see, I want some blue. I'm going to do this part around here. Let's do this part here in blue. And I'll pick a bunch more blue while I'm here to see what else I want to do in blue. When I was in, maybe it was 8th grade, my teacher, my English teacher, would do pop quizzes, and one of the things was to list and define the 8 parts of speech. So I got to know them pretty well. I think I'll do this big piece in blue. I wonder if I still remember how we used to have to do that. I don't remember. And then we used to have to conjugate the verb to be. Those were easy 100s on tests, though, whenever those came up. All right, so noun, a person, place, thing, or idea is what we used to have to call it. So we have dog, flag, rainbow, thumb, thing, or mug. All right, let me pick one of those. Or glass, or cat. Okay, got it. Let's do some green. There's not a lot of green yet. I'm going to do this piece in green since it's kind of leaf shaped. I also don't have a lot of red, so I'm going to have to do more red. Some green there. I have green right there. Let's do this swirl in green. All right, let's go with pink around here. We're getting there. It's almost done. Yes, diagramming sentences. We used to have to do that too in one of my classes. Yep. It's funny how we remember some of the things that our teachers, you know, taught us. He did that, the same teacher that did the conjugate the verb to be had us, you know, break down the sentences. So because you really only need a noun and a verb to make your sentence. So we used to learn that, you know, super easy to make a sentence, really. Let's see, I'm going to do these petals in red. I'm just going to color over that middle. It'll just make it darker. Because the background is kind of like a gray. All right, so that's in red there. Let's go with yellow outside of this red And then I'll color in some more things in yellow while I have it. I'll color this. I'm just randomly picking things to color in with yellow now. Oh, I'll color those red over here too. Same sort of flower. Got a lot of yellow there. Let's go with this piece in yellow. Let's do this piece in yellow. Let's get the red again. Do this part. Okay, I'm gonna do this part in yellow, I mean red. I'm just doing this whole piece the same. Go with some orange around this. Yep, got a little bit more red on there. And I think I want more blue since the background is blue. Let's see, orange will go. I could pop a little bit of red over there. Put some orange there. I don't have a lot of orange over here. Oh, I do want to do this piece in orange like the other one. And let's do this. All right. Let me pop in a little bit more red. So we got a little bit of red there. We have red here. I don't have a lot here, so let's put a piece here. And let's do this part in red. Some of the edges might end up getting covered or cut off anyway, but and some blue. I'm going to do this whole piece over here in blue. Now, if I wanted to, I would, you know, color all these little lines different, but just to save time, I'm coloring these, each thing as its own shape. Uh-oh, Michelle, I'm in trouble now. She's sending me challenges. I'm nervous. I will watch the mail for that, Michelle, and then promptly throw it away. No, I'm kidding. I'll do the challenge. I promise. Let's see. Let's put a little bit of green. Oh, there's green right next to that. Let's see. What color haven't I used a lot of? How about orange could go here. Orange could also go here. And pink could go here. I don't have a lot of pink in this corner. I'm sometimes up for a challenge. It's been a while since I've had a challenge. I think we need some green over here. And what color there? My last little bit, I've got orange. How about yellow? And then there's a little bit of stuff over here. Let me color this in with yellow. There we go. I'm going to do these little dots in yellow. All right. Yay, that is done. Okay, let's do a word and then I will get the rest out and assemble the card. The next word is a noun. I'll just move these out of the way. I will not put them away. So then I have that, and let me get a card base. Make sure it's a regular size. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I think this blue is just about that size. So let me cut that down so I have a little bit of a white border. So I'm going to make this at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. That should fit with a white border. Very nice. And then we'll have that. I'm going to just trim the edges since it was cut from a book and I don't really know how even the edges are. I start with one edge to get a nice flat edge, and that edge was a little raggedy. I don't want to cut off too much of my hard work. There, so as you can tell, I am not much of a colorer. So there we have that. And then I was going to put this. I probably didn't even have to color this whole thing. I think we'll put that like that. I might pull this down a little bit so more of the picture shows. And then have high there. Okay, let me pick one of these nouns. We have tree, flower, trapdoor, friend, water bottle. So let's see. Okay. Got it. Let me get a sip of my drink. I wonder if I trim the white down a little bit. Shoe brush. You guys are making me laugh. So I might trim this white so it's a little closer to the crayons. It won't take away from it really. But it will let more of the picture show through. All right, so there we have that. I could probably cut off a sliver of this and save it for, look at the back. The back's really cool too. I'm going to just take my pencil and mark along here. I'm going to take a little bit. You think I should fussy cut? There, I just cut that little strip off. And I will put this up towards the top. I wonder if I should mat that on white. Trim the white down more. Should I mat this on white with just a sliver of white? Yeah, I think I will mat this on white. Should I trim it down more or fussy cut them? I kind of like the swirl of them. Let me get a piece of white scrap cardstock. Get my scraps out here. This, I think, is a card base. That's not a scrap. That is a glitter scrap. That's a fancy scrap. This is another card base. Let's see if I can find a scrap. These are really thick. I was hoping to find something thinner because those are from packaging. This is thinner. Okay. All right. Try to save a little bit of weight. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So that is 5 3/8. So I just want to make it, well, I know what to do. Put this on there and then do that. Let me grab my little more gentle tape runner. I don't want to tear this paper. It's really thin with that big heckin' chunkers one over there. Yeah, I might cut some off the bottom. I'll line it all up and see what I am left with. And this, I just want a sliver of a border. That side is quite a sliver. There. Just a little bit of a white border, although that side is a really tiny white border. I wonder if I put another piece of white behind it, if it would be noticeable. Probably not. I think I can do it. We won't tell anybody. Okay, that's better. So now we have the same amount of white on both sides. That's how you salvage your card, folks. That's how you do it. I'm just going to trim this with my scissors. Awesome, Christine. I don't know how you become a sponsor, but thank you. Yay. All right, so I have this, and yeah, I will bring this down low, and I would end up cutting about a ½ an inch off the bottom. I think that'll work. All right. Let me put, I can use the heavy duty stuff. I wonder if it's because you chat a lot or enough, or I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check into what it means to be a sponsor on YouTube. That's pretty cool. All right, so we have that there. I'm going to take a sliver off of this side because I didn't really line it up perfectly. There we go. You can always fix your mistakes by adding paper or cutting some off. And then I will put this across the bottom here. And then I'll trim it off after I attach it. I will line up this tall edge over here, and then I will trim that edge and trim the bottom. Oh, I didn't get very much. Hold on. Let's go down a little bit more. I didn't push it down hard. That should work better. Yep. And there's a bunch to trim off. All right, so there we have that. I think that's really cool. And then I have that scrap, which is fun. probably to use with this on another card since they're pretty much the same colors. And then I will adhere this down to this card base. Hi, Angela. All you missed was me coloring this card so far. I colored it in with markers. And we picked a few words for the Mad Libs. So you didn't miss a lot. This is the first card. It took me that long. So there we have that. And then I could put this high there, up there in the corner. I like it. I'm going to use one of these ribbon lines, I think, for the back of this. It'll give it a little bit of dimension, but not too much. This has a piece of like ribbon and it's folded over, so there already is a little bit of a bump there. And I thought this would fit on the back of there perfectly. And then I can use my bone folder, but I'm just using my nails and pressing that down on there really well. And just putting this up in the corner. I love it. It reminds me of a carnival, kind of. I don't know, maybe because of the letters look like carnival letters to me. There, so that card is done. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really had fun with that one. Let me get a sip of my drink and I will pick another word. I hope you guys can hear my audio okay. I have a new microphone, so it's not attached to me. So you might, if I move away, I might sound farther away. The next word is a plural noun. So Angela, get your Mad Lib cap on and let's go. All right, so that one is done. I did receive some fun Happy Mail in the past last fall, and I thought it would be fun to use that today to make a couple of really easy cards. These were from Amber from the Crafty Girl Swap Hangout, and she did all of this hard work. She has this here. The tag was to use to upcycle pop tops, this metal piece. So that's what she did. She used a tag holder. Then she also made this. And this is a little shaker box. As you can see, it has a clear top and the pieces inside move around, but it's also a pocket. And it has this tag inside. And it's blank inside. So I have these cards and envelopes that are this size. They are 4 by 5.5. And I got them in a box from when Pat Catan's was going out of business. So since this has this piece that comes out and opens, I thought it would be great to use it on this flat card. They call them flat cards, so it's just one piece, it doesn't open. And then the recipient can just read the message that's on the inside. So I thought that was really a nifty idea. All right, let me pick a plural noun. We have mothers, couches, children, goats, nurses, statues, or bottles. All right, let me pick one of those and put it on in. Okay, I got it. I think it's funny. All right. So I think we can go with that. And then this one, I'll do a regular card. I thought maybe I have this craft card. It's only 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. It's a little bigger than 4 1/4. I'll trim it down. But I thought that would look good on there. It was in my card base box, and I thought I would use it. It's all right that it's a little short, but I do want to cut it down to 4 1/4. Get some of this stuff out of my stash and make some cards with it. So I also have this from Jennifer Reese. She sent it to me a while back. I thought this paper would look really good with that. Maybe even with that one. I love this paper. It's not, that's what Todd said. Hang on, let me turn up the gain of the mic and you guys let me know. I'm going to mute it though. I can't tell if that's louder. Is that louder? Let me know if that's louder. I may have turned it the wrong way. It may be softer. I muted it while I did it so you didn't hear me clunking around on it. We'll do some mic experimentation here. Is it louder or softer? I don't know if this is going to work on this paper. Okay, good. Let me know if this is good. I can bump it up a little bit more. I'm still experimenting, and of course I can't hear it. And it's a little ways, like if I'm looking right here, I'm basically talking into it. But if I look down at my desk, I'm not really talking into it. Okay. All right, so we'll leave it there, and if things are too loud, let me know. I thought this paper would be good with this, but maybe not with the tan background. It gets lost. Could do it on the white background. I think that would look better. I also have some papers in here. I grabbed a bunch of my fall stuff. I have this paper. This might be good. Oh yeah, that stands out on there pretty good. I don't know, maybe it does hide it a little bit too much. Never mind. I don't like it after looking at it. I don't really like it. I do like it on that. I think I'll go with that. Linda, it should be better. Let me know. I wonder if these were from a paper bag. They're so nice. I love this. I think I'll go with that. There's this little piece. All right, let me do just one and then decide. Yeah, it was too blended in. I have this like dark leaves. I still like it better on this. I love this paper. All right, let's do it on this. Let me trim this so it's a true square or rectangle. When I'm reading chat, I am totally looking away from the microphone because it's not in the same direction. So I'll have to try to remember to look up. And I may end up repositioning my mic. Now when I do the paper trimmer, is it too loud? I hope it's not too loud. All right. Now, I think I will ink the edges of this so it's not so stark white, because the edges of these whites are inked. So let me get my old paper maybe. Trying to reach over my camera. All right. So I'm just going to ink the edges of this with some old paper. I don't want it to totally blend in with that, but I want to take off some of the stark white. And that was Tim Holtz Distressed Ink and old paper. And with this again, I will use the more gentle tape runner because it is thin. And like I said, I think it's a recycled bag or tissue paper. I'm not sure. It's really cool though. And then I'm just going to attach that there and kind of call it a day. I think I could use this, a little bit of this tape runner on the back. And just kind of put that on an angle a little bit. So we have that. Let me see if I have a sticker. I have some fall stickers here. Let me see. Oh, hello fall. Might be too big. This might be a bit big to go there. Yeah, I don't like that. It takes away from the other stuff. There's just this little guy that says Happy Fall. I think that would go good up there. I'll just leave that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm hoping you can hear me a little bit better now, Linda. All right, so we have that guy done. And then there's this. I'm not so sure I'm loving that background. I wonder if I put it on this. That actually might look pretty good on this background. Kind of gives it a little something. Oh, and I know I have some trim I could probably use. Okay, let's pick another word. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Let me pick another word. Adverb is the next word. So I will cut this to 5 3/8 by, this one is going to be, I think this is this 4? Yes, so just under 4. 3 7/8. Yeah, that gives it a mat. All right. So I will just mat that on there. I think that'll be good. So we need an adverb. I can also turn up the gain a little bit more if you guys think I need to. Rapidly, sweetly, nice. I'm going to take that out just so I have a little less bulk. And I think I'll just put this at a little bit of an angle. I love that paper. Look at how pretty that paper is. Kind of put that down here. Crafty. And I'm going to do one little thing to this. I'm going to chomp these corners just so it looks more like a tag in there. Let me get my chomper. All right. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Corner Chomper. It's really a chomper. And it has 2 angles, large angle and small angle. And you just open this up, and I'm going to use the large angle and just put it in there. Line it up in there like that and chomp. And this one here, chomp. So then it just looks more like a tag. And with this card, it'll be kind of cool because then they could just pull it out and then the sentiment will be on the inside. I could also just put a nice little message on the inside and then really sign the back. So what I could do is, let me get one of these stickers and put it on the inside. Okay, I will turn it up more in just a second. Let me pick I think this here, I think it'll be tall enough. There we go. All right, I'm going to mute the mic and I will turn it up another tick. All right, you guys, let me know how that is, if that is better or worse. I did notice when I was editing some videos that I made with it, the sound was not as loud as my camera sound, and I really should have turned it up. Ink the corners of this. What corners? I don't know what corners. All right, let me pick an adverb real quick before I forget. Let's see, we have nice, rapidly, sweetly, crafty, slyly. All right. Okay. It might be a bit louder. Do you think it needs to be more louder? I could make it more louder. I've got quite a ways to go. Let me turn it up a little bit more, you guys. Let me know. I'm going to mute it first. All right, there we are. And I'm going to move it, I think, closer to me. Okay, let me know what you guys think of that sound. I hope I don't blast anybody's ears out. There is about a 10-second delay between, you know, what I do and what you hear. Where I chomp the tag on the outside. Oh, like there. I see what you're saying because it shows through. So if I go there a little bit, I'll just ink all of this edge. See if I can get that little piece. Of course not. It's impossible. Oh, I know. I could do it this way too. There. That way it doesn't show as much. Okay. That should be better. All right, let me know if you guys think the sound is better or if I need to even turn it up more. I wonder if I could lower it. Hold on. I mean, like, bring it down closer to me. Uh-oh, I moved my camera. Hang on. If you only saw the way my desk is set up, you guys would laugh. All right, let me know what you think of that. It is down, like, closer to me. So hopefully that'll be better. It sounds pretty good. Okay. All right. So we have that card. And okay, let's pick the next word. And the next word is a verb. So put your verbs in the chat. Okay, good. I'm glad it sounds good there. I was just afraid to blast somebody away here. I might try moving things around later, but it's kind of hard because I have my camera on a boom and then I have my mic on a boom and I have 2 overhead lights on booms. So I have all this stuff over my desk. Okay, so we're looking for a verb. And let's get one more. I have one more card to make. Okay, so I found these pieces. They're a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, so it's pretty big. It's a really neat bicycle. You know, I love bicycles, and it's in yellow, and I have this yellow cardstock, so I thought it would be pretty good. There's a little something on here. Let me see if I can erase that. I think I have a different eraser. I thought I had more of a sand eraser. Let me look in this other drawer. I don't have one handy. Oh no, where's my sand eraser? Oh, I see it. Okay. This is a mono, it's half of it's a rubber eraser and the other half of it is sand. And the sand tends to take ink and stuff off of your paper really well. I want to go carefully because I don't want to ruin the paper. That's good enough. This one here is my favorite eraser for pencil. It is amazing. High Polymer Eraser by Pentel. Love it. So these two I strongly recommend to have in your stash. If you're doing rubber stamping and you get just a little bit of ink, the sand eraser generally takes it off. But it can tear your paper, so you have to be careful. A place for bling. You're right. It could be a place for bling. All right, let me pick a verb. And let's see. We have paste, run, jump, cut, watches, pretend, shared. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think it just depends on what it is you're erasing. The sand eraser doesn't work for everything. What it does is it, instead of taking the thing off, I think it takes the top layer of your paper off. So it kind of depends on the paper you're using. I have things, too many things on my desk over here. Hold on. There. Put that over there. All right, so we have the bicycle, and it's going to go on this yellow card. And there's not much wiggle room, as you can see. So I'm going to have to cut it pretty much as close to the bicycle as I can. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to take just a sliver off the top as well, because of course I don't know if it was straight on the paper, and see what I have left to go with. From left to right, I'm okay, but from top to bottom, I am not. I'm going to have to cut a little bit of that top off, that flower off, but I have a plan for that flower anyway. All right. There. It's probably not user error. It's meant to like take the top layer off of your paper, so just keep that in mind. It doesn't really remove the ink. It just scrapes the top layer like a very fine sandpaper. It also works well if you have brand new cheap acrylic stamps that you get from like AliExpress or something like that, and they have a big fat juicy image where your ink beads up on it. If you put your ink on it, you can rub an eraser on there, and a lot of the times that will take the coating off. But if you use the sand eraser, just be really careful that you don't scratch the stamp. All right, the next word is an adjective. All right, so I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this. I was trying to think if I wanted to put adhesive now or wait, but I will do it now. Put a little piece down the middle for fun. Make sure I have my card opening the right way, and just line that up. Now, earlier I went through my flower stash and picked out some small flowers that were pretty much the same color as the bicycle, or that matched the flowers, and I was going to put flowers right over top of those in the basket. But I also found this really neat yarn, and it is I got this a long time ago at Big Lots. It is sticky on the back, and it sticks down to your project. And I was going to put it on the basket, but then I decided to peel a piece. This is me being crazy. Peel a piece of the sticky off the back of this yarn because I loved the way it looked on this basket. So I decided to peel a piece off, and then the edges frayed like crazy. So I had to start over and do another one. Make this bow, and I tied the edges, the ends in knots. And I thought that looked great on the basket. Better than just this. So see, you can take your things. They don't always have to be what they look like they're for. All right, let's get that word adjective. We have goofy, windy, adventurous, bulbous, smelly, and noisy. Let me pick one of those. Okay. All right. So there, we have that. I thought that was really cute. I'm going to use one of these. I'll probably use a lot of these little tiny sticky dots. Welcome in, Joan. You guys get fall probably before we do. Your days get shorter more quickly. In the summer here in Ohio, because we're pretty far north, we get summer till 10 o'clock at night. Sun, on the longest days. But in the winter, it's 4 o'clock and dark. It is definitely getting dark much sooner than it was. I also found this flower that I thought was really pretty, but I don't want to put it in the basket. I may use it as a different embellishment. So I'm going to take some of these larger ones, I think, and stick a couple down, and then just stick smaller ones around it. I think I will use my tacky glue to do so. I have my fingers all sticky now. I store my tacky glue upside down, so it's always ready to use, and it's going to make a mess on my table now. I need to put something under it. Yikes. Okay, I have the scrap paper. There we go. It's dripping. I don't want it all over my board. Okay, so we have that. And let's see, how about a big yellow one? I was watching a crafter the other day, and she took glue and put it on the back of her hand and used it to glue a very intricate die cut, which I thought that was kind of neat. For me, I just have this glob that came out. That's going to be enough, I think. Where's my lid? I'm going to put the cap on. I have a glob on this scrap of paper here. Usually what I do is take a little piece of aluminum foil and a toothpick and use that, but I have that going on right there. So I have 3 pretty big flowers, and I'm going to go in with some of these smaller ones. That one's kind of pretty. And I'm just dabbing them in the glue and just kind of layering them on here. Oops, I put the whole leaf. Put some of these smaller ones on. I'm going to put this one underneath this yellow. We already have one of those. I'm going to put that one aside. Mr. Flower, you have already had your turn. I know we talked about this before. I am still watching on YouTube the people that are hiking the Appalachian Trail. It is so interesting. Some of them have their winter gear because they're in New Hampshire now. All right, the next word for the Mad Lib is a plural noun. Let's go with this guy. That was one of my favorite little flowers I pulled out today. And this little guy, look at how cute he is. I'm going to cut the white stem off the back. I need my super sharp scissors. I'm going to try to cut the white stem off. There we go. I love this little tiny guy. There we go. We have all those cute little flowers up there. I do need one kind of coming down there a little bit. All right. So we have that. I'll put those back in there. All right. So plural noun, we have villages, clubs, mices, pigtails, and hippos. Okay, 4 more words. We're almost there, guys. So I have this, which I could maybe put up in that corner. I love that flower a lot. Maybe with a little bit of a sentiment. And I also have another idea. First, I want to put some centers in those flowers. And I have a little bit of bling. These are single pieces of bling. I have some brown and some rose gold. Let's get some of these. I put it in my glue, you guys. I probably don't have my baby wipes handy either. Of course not. I'm going to put that over there so I don't put anything else in my glue. I think I'll put a brown one in the pink center. Put a brown one in this white center and a gold one or rose gold in this little center here. There we go. So then we have some bling in the centers. That's for Linda. So I have that flower, and I know we talked before about using partial letter sheets. I know, like, what do you do with partial letter sheets? Well, I have these, and there's not that many letters, but I thought I could make it say hi in the corner, maybe H-I, because I have enough letters for that. That I don't know what I would do with this. Okay, you guys, this is where I need your help. I can also look and see if I have a fall sentiment. A swirl stitch line to the flower of the right side. Do you mean like this and just like it flew out of the basket? Let me get my stickers. Tire bracket. You mean like there? That would be neat if I had one for both. I don't have any more of those flowers. Let's see. I don't want it to say fall because it's a bicycle, right? So I don't want anybody to fall off a bicycle. Most of them say fall. This one says leaves are fall. No, never mind. That talks about falling. Autumn days are here again. Or up here with a swirly line. I kind of like the swirly line idea. But when I put that right in my ink, I mean in my glue, I'm a crazy person. See, I put that right on in my glue. At least it's just the back. On top of the back tire, like there on the back tire. All right, you guys, let me know if you want me to do tire or wind with the line to make it look like it's flying in the wind. I wish I had one for both. Let me look and see if I have another cool flower. I'm trying to remember which one I got that out of. Oh, maybe no, I don't have any in that one. I don't have any others. Nope, I don't have another one. Wind. All right. So say wind or tire. This is wind and that is tire. I kind of like wind. On the bracket on the yellow part. This. I'm going to do silvery stuff on all of this silver. All right. I think I'll do wind. Meanwhile, let me get my... This is a Clear Star glitter pen. And I was going to go over all of this gray part, all of the gray, and make it look metallic. Or actually glittery, but I'm not going to do all the spokes because that would take a long time. But I could do this. You know, this bicycle doesn't have any pedals. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, Angela. On this. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I could do the chain. This chain part. There we go. So I added a little bit of glitter. You probably can't tell. Oh yeah, it's picking up a little bit. All right, let's pick the next word in our Mad Lib. A Flintstone bike, yes. I hope they wear good shoes. All right. There are 3 in a row of adjectives. So you guys give me a whole bunch of adjectives and I'll pick 3. So if I do this, I could do wind. I think that'll work. I'm going to use up the rest of this glue. Otherwise, I'm going to end up having it land somewhere where I don't want it. I think I'll use this pencil. There we go, like it was flying out of the basket, and that's where it landed. We have tasty, bewildered, brainy, creamy, silently, girly, skinny, muddy, dirty, lively. Let me see what we've got. Keep them coming. I need 3, and I will try to pick 3. I'm looking at the wrong page. There is still 3. Oh, yes. Ha, ha, ha. And let's see. Wait, did I pick the wrong word? Hang on. I made up a word by mistake. Let me erase that. I must have read one of your words wrong. Play, stay, delay, muddy, dirty, lively, silently, girly, skinny, tasty, bewildered, brainy. Oh, I get it. On the luggage carrier. That. Oh, I'm sorry. Now it's too late. I was thinking like this was a bracket. I was trying to figure it out. It is a luggage rack. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me rewrite these words here. I'm trying to decide what to pick. All right. And then the last word is a plural noun. Okay, so then we just need a plural noun, and then that's the last word of the Mad Lib. I hope you guys like these Mad Libs. We're like the only YouTube channel in the world that's doing them in a crafting show, at least. I don't know if any other YouTube channels do Mad Libs. Let's see, we have that card. Let me dig out my other ones. This one, and that one. All right, for plural nouns, we have parents, carcasses, fingers, pouches, sisters, erasers, and milestones. Foxy, milky, entirely as adjectives. You guys let me know which is your favorite. Finger carcasses, right. Okay. I like the way the bike turned out. I think it came out better than I expected when I had gotten the idea to do that. I have a couple bikes in other colors, and I could do pretty much the same thing. I love the way this came out. It's just so cheerful and bright, but yet then we have these fall cards, which are really pretty. My favorite is probably the crayons, because I just love bright colors like that. All right, are you guys ready for the Mad Lib? Here we go. Let's see what we have here. We have, this one is called How to Study. It says, serious teachers always give out naughty assignments. But as everyone knows, if you want to pass all your classes so you can go to a rainbow and become president of a big international water bottle and have millions of goats in the bank, you must do your homework and study rapidly. If you just sit around and pretend, you won't get ahead in life. You must learn to pay attention to every smelly thing your teacher says. Do not interrupt or whisper to other hippos during class. Be sure you have a nice girly notebook in which you can write down anything the teacher says that seems dirty. Then go home and memorize all of those juicy notes. I'm going to get banned from YouTube for this. All of those juicy notes. When your teacher gives a surprise quiz, you will know all of the carcasses. So that is How to Study. I thought it would be good since a lot of schools have started up either now or in the past weeks, and I thought this one would have been good. I almost did it last week, but I thought I would save it for this week. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this funny Mad Lib, and I will put this one and the other one in the Facebook group because I forgot to put the other one in there last week. Oh, that's neat, Joan, that your mom has all of the crochet doilies and stuff. That is so neat. There's something to treasure forever. Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had a happy Labor Day if that is what you celebrate. If not, I hope you had a great day anyway. And it's getting to be fall here in this hemisphere, and I know those of you in the southern hemisphere, it's getting to be spring. I bet you're happy you're going to get a break from the bad weather. We have it coming. So, thank you guys for watching, for helping me adjust my microphone. And until the next video, you know what to do. Oh, wait, before you do that, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And then now we do this every Monday night, Mad Lib Monday. I should call it Mad Lib Monday. Monday night craft show. Thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate all of you. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.